My next guest up tonight, as I said, he's an actor, producer, director, co-founder of Fuzz on the Lens Productions. Let's give him an up-late welcome for Michael Leavy. Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good to be here. Happy to be back. It's been a while.
Listen, you matured a lot and came a long way since the last time you were here.
That's what happens in 10 years, right?
Forget about it. I know. Look at me. I put on 20 pounds and said April 24, 2014.
Wow. Wow, so it really is almost 10 years.
The Staten Island Clown.
Yep. That was a fun time. That was a great thing, and we love to love being on your show, and happy to be back. And thank you for having me back.
And you're a humble guy too, and I appreciate you coming with all your success from the movies and whoever thought with the clown what would lead to, and here we are, right?
Insane. You know, it was just started out as a little idea in Buffalo Wild Wings with my brother, and turned into this big thing, and we were able to get funding for our first film, Abnormal Attraction. Yeah. Few films in between, and here we are, and Terrifier and everything else.
I know. Tell me, listen, Terrifier 1, then Terrifier 2 is really what blew up both of them, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Tell me and everybody the story behind that.
Yeah. 2015-16, about 16, right, a little after we had met, this opportunity came up to work on a film called Terrifier. It was originally a short film that Damien Leone, another Staten Island guy, had done called All Hallows Eve, and the short film Terrifier with Art the Clown. It had a nice little fan base. He said, all right, he's going to do his feature film. And we met with a producer, Phil Falcone, on the set of our movie Abnormal Attraction. Yes. So it just goes to show again, because the Staten Island Clown, everything kind of, those blocks fell into place. And we hit it off, and he says, we're putting this movie together. We'd love to have you involved. It's this feature film, Art the Clown. And we came to the set, and we hit it off with Damien. We hit it off with Phil, and we had roles in the film. I played Will the Exterminator. Spoiler alert: I get decapitated.
That's
great.
Yeah,
and then from there, again, it just kept growing. Our friendship kept growing. Work environment kept growing. We came on for producer of Terrifier 2. I was also the assistant director. My company was the production company behind it, and we went to theaters this fall, and we were one of the big surprises of the I guess the box office.
What was it, like the top 5?
Yeah, we ended up knocking out Top Gun at some point because
that's ridiculous.
I mean, Top Gun was there for quite a while,
yeah.
but it was still cool that we finally knocked him out of the top 10, and we made like $10 million in the box office on a $250,000 budget.
I know, imagine that.
Yeah, so. You hear these stories, and you idolize stuff like The Exorcist or Paranormal Activity, and now to be kind of in that,
Did you ever think of that? Did you think that was coming, or was it just a whole...
No, I mean, we knew we had something cool, and we knew we had a great film, and the character was awesome, and Damien had a really great vision for it that we were able to put into action, but, we just wanted to make a good movie. We didn't know how much it would explode. We knew it would be successful, but nothing like this.
Yeah, these horror movies are crazy these days, and I mean, for what I know, I mean, I like the old school ones, but I mean, the new ones, if you don't have that great FX makeup, then you don't got nothing. But yours was unbelievable, top of the line.
Yeah, that's a testament. Damien Leone's a student of the horror genre. Is a big, he loved Tom Savini, those old Friday the 13th movies. So he taught himself, and then taught Phil Falcone, our executive producer, and just seeing them create that stuff, it's really an art form in itself. He's one of the best, and we were very lucky that he did everything on this, and all of us just worked really hard, and after Terrifier and Terrifier 2, we all came together on another project, kept the team intact, because don't fix something that ain't broke. A movie I'm directing called Stream. It'll be out this fall. We have an incredible cast: Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator, Danielle Harris from Halloween, Tony Todd from Candyman, Tim Reed from Sister WKPR Cincinnati, Stephen King's It. So we got a really amazing cast. Dee Wallace, the mom from E.T. I could go on and on. The cast is unbelievable.
I was going to ask you about that Stream. What's the movie about? What is it, a series or is it a movie?
It's a movie, and we actually ended up shooting it all during COVID.
Okay.
And it takes place in a hotel, so one location, which ended up being great because we were all quarantined in a hotel. It was in Gettysburg.
Okay.
Cast and crew. And it was like roll out of bed, open the door, shoot. All right, leave the equipment because no one's in the hotel. It's just us.
That's
Go
great.
back to. It was one of the most amazing experiences we ever had. And it was nice to kind of escape the whole COVID thing. So for us, it ended up working out. We were, we had a good situation because we couldn't have made this movie on the budget that we had COVID not happened, or it would have just taken a lot longer to kind of raise the funds for it. But again, like I said, the cast read it. They were really excited about the script, the opportunity to work with us, and they saw what we were doing with our career. And very blessed, and now it's all coming into fruition.
It's different then than now because everything was shot on film still, right? Even if it was an independent, that's why it looks good. Yeah,
right. Now it's digital. It's easier to, because you're not burning through all that film that's so expensive. But there are other things now that come with it. Because back then it was harder to make a movie. Now it's easier to make a movie, but now everybody can make a movie. So you really have to. Back then there wasn't much competition.
Yeah.
So it's,
everyone wants to be a star.
Right. So it's a trade-off.
That's what they say. But yeah, I remember seeing The Omen when I was 10 years old with my father, and I was terrified. And even The Exorcist, it kind of put a chill, But
Right.
when you watch it now, you laugh at The Exorcist the way
Right, because when you saw it, it's how you felt you saw it at the right age and when it was meant to be seen. Right. And that's also what it is too. These horror films, they're all geared towards the kids, the younger, and then it's like when you see it. And that's why nowadays, like everything's going like Terrifier. I wouldn't recommend seeing it if you don't like gore, because it is gory, it looks fantastic. But if you also put into your mind and say, okay, this is not real, this is kind of fantastical, and you could have fun with it that way.
Now you also produce Robert Englund. Englund is his name?
Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, the documentary.
Freddy Krueger, the documentary. Talk about that.
Yeah, Hollywood Dreams and Nightmare.
Yes.
That was fun. I actually got to play young Robert Englund in a film called Fear Clinic.
Okay.
My scene ended up on the cutting room floor of the younger Robert Englund, but I also doubled him as the villain, the antagonist called Black.
Okay.
And because we look similar and we have similar bone structures, so it was cheaper to pay, which was like nothing to pay, right? And we hit it off with Robert, and he had given us some advice, and kind of kept in touch. And then I did a documentary with this group, really talented group from England, and it was the Pennywise Story of It documentary.
Yes.
And those same guys says, hey, would you like to come on board? I know you played young Robert. You have a little bit of a relationship with him, and would you like to come on board with Robert Englund and his story, Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares? And I'm a huge Robert Englund fan, so I jumped at that opportunity. Says, absolutely, any way I can help. So I got to work on 2 projects, 2 documentaries of 2 films and people that inspired me, Tim Curry and Stephen King's It, and then Robert Englund and his fantastic career.
I got to check that out. Where can I see that?
So Screambox, the same company, believe it or not, totally separate, coincidence. Screambox, which is the company that picked up Terrifier 2, Cinedigm, Bloody Disgusting, that whole unit, their streaming platform also just picked up Robert Englund, the documentary Hollywood Dreams and Nightmare, and they also did the Pennywise.
What was that, the movie Stream? That's coming out in the fall.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, we're excited, working hard. We're at the end of post-production, so we just released the poster 3 weeks ago, and so you could check that out on IMDb. And the film, we're going to be releasing more information, but it'll be this fall.
Well, Mike, that's your time. But before we go, why don't we forgot a little about it. Let's run that little sizzle reel you got.
Awesome.
Yeah. Looks good, buddy. Best of luck. Where can people find you on social media?
Fuzz in the Lens, and you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Fuzz in the Lens, and that's pretty much the easiest way. You could find me through there, Michael Leavy, as well as Stream Franchise, and any one of those, and you'll find out where we are.
Listen, I wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Don't forget me when you make it big.
Never. I'm so happy
All right,
to be
everybody,
back.
Michael Leavy.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Michael Leavy, Fuzz on the Lens production. The next Steven Spielberg.